Hey everybody, Invisiblekatana here doing my favorite announcement from E3 2017. There were quite a few announcements, not nearly as many, but there's still actually quite a few if you kind of pick and choose what you want to consider an announcement. There were quite a few announcements this year. Like I said, not nearly as many as normal. We didn't have like a ton of new IPs and stuff like that, and the ones we did have, we only got to really see like 2 of them. But there were some announcements that really caught my attention. There's some updates to games that were really interesting, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm going with, as far as announcements, I guess it's mostly based around like new IPs, or at least things I didn't really know about. Like some stuff was definitely leaked, but technically they were still like the first time they were announced at E3. Definitely some good ones. I enjoyed Assassin's Creed, but that's just because I like Assassin's Creed. I thought Nintendo had some good stuff. The new Metroid games are interesting for sure. I won't get them, because immediately I'm not that big of a fan, but just that sort of news was really entertaining to me. Kind of same with Beyond Good and Evil. It's like I never played the first one, and I'll wait to see how this one plays out, because I was always curious, because everyone loves that game, and I'm like, I'm already waiting for Half-Life 3, so I know what it's like to love a game and wait for the next chapter and never have it. So I'm like, I'll wait to see what Beyond Good and Evil 2 does before I go, way back to play the first game. But there are definitely some interesting announcements. Definitely some of my favorites are some of the new IPs for sure. Anthem, I absolutely look great. I'm excited to see what BioWare does with that. The visuals look good. The action look good. 4-player drop-in, drop-out co-op. That seems very exciting. You explore like this open world. There are monsters. You're like a freelancer. You just kind of go out on random missions and fight people and monsters. I don't know if they'll be considered aliens in the game. Kind of depends on how they decide to build this universe. But it has me super excited. Like traversal is simple. You just fly around, go into like the way they ended the demo. They go into this crazy storm. So I'm like, I can't wait to get some more footage, because we might get to see what's on the inside of that. Maybe really get to learn some more about the characters in the game. But it looked really good. A Way Out at the EA press conference looked really good to me. I'm excited for that. It comes from, the visual and directive perspective of an actual film director. So it's like, taking that idea and putting it into the gaming world. We've seen it done for sure with people who aren't familiar with, or at least not involved with the film universe, which is like Uncharted, I would say, is the best example of that, where definitely movie quality, but those people weren't involved in films. They're just, great game designers. So I would love to see what it's like from the actual perspective of someone who does films and stuff like that. So definitely excited for that. But I never thought I would say this. Honestly, my number one announcement that was at E3 this year was the Mario Rabbids game. It's crazy to me to even say that. Every time I do an E3 video, I'm like, I love that game so much. It blows my mind. I like what we saw with Mario Odyssey, and I definitely think it looks interesting. I've mentioned before, I actually do plan on getting them both. At some point, I'll have money to even buy a Switch, because I definitely don't at this point. But eventually, I'll have the Switch, and I will definitely be getting both of those games. But for me, I think Mario Rabbids kind of just barely edges out Mario Odyssey, and it's mostly just the strategic element to it. Mario Odyssey is like just the next level for them doing their platforming, and it looks great and doing the stuff where you can turn into whatever you want with the cap. I thought that looked really cool, and I'm very excited for it. But something about the Mario Rabbids thing was just like, man, I don't know why it entertains me so much. It's so simple. You get your three characters. You go into battle, and you strategize. Sometimes you have to defeat the enemies. Other times you just have to get to a specific point on the map, and then the match is over. But you have to get there, and as you're trying to work your way over there, more and more enemies pop up to make it more and more difficult for you. You can, do upgrades, switch out characters, and I'm excited to learn a lot more about the story, because we still don't know what, the villain is and things like that, but it just always caught my attention. Every time I saw it, I was like, I don't know why this attracts me so much to it, but it seems fun. Like, especially when I watch some of the gameplay where they show all the different ways you can combo the characters together, like having them jump on top of each other, and you have one character bounce on top of another character and then go up a pipe, and then they can run past the enemy to do like a little dash hit, and then you hide around the corner, and then that's when you get your like full-on attack. So you can chain so many different things together. I saw one character, I remember, they did like one move. They moved towards another character, jumped off of them, went up a pipe, went down another pipe, and came out on the other side, hit the enemy, and then like circled back around behind some cover, and then did all that movement. They went super, like, insanely far across the map, just because of the way the pipes were structured, and then being able to jump off of the enemies, or jump off their own allies. It's just like, wow, this is really entertaining. And I saw like a boss battle that they had where the enemy could blow certain things up, and it would set the characters on fire, so that would take them away from where you set them. So they would be you'd be like, here's my strategy. This is where I set them up so I can get some damage. The enemy would attack, like hit a box or something and set a fire off. The characters would just take off running because they're on fire, and then they would just stop off in like corners and random locations. It's like, okay, now I need to re-strategize because this person like went down into the left and they're literally in like the back corner, and this person went like all the way off over there, and now I just have one character next to the enemy. So I was like, during certain battles you have to rearrange your strategy after you've already strategized, and little stuff like that really caught my attention as I was watching some of the gameplay of it. And it just looks really, really good. So, short video for this, but that was my favorite announcement, honestly, of this year. There's a lot of good stuff that I saw. A lot of the announcements where it was just like, here's some updated info, loved all of that. Like, I really, personally speaking, I loved the Sony conference. I know a lot of people were disappointed because it was like, we didn't really see anyone talking. It was just, here's a bunch of trailers, and really nothing new. It was just updates and new trailers or new footage of stuff we knew that was coming out. Outside of like the VR stuff, pretty much all of that was brand new. But I really loved the Sony conference. I was like, I like everything I saw. I can't wait for Uncharted in August. God of War, I can't wait to play that. So it was just like, I was fine with that, but definitely my favorite one. And maybe it's because it was such a surprise, like, just the way it was announced was really awesome, and seeing the gameplay of it, I was just like, I didn't expect to even remotely care about that. No one cares about the rabbits. Mario's awesome, but the rabbits. So seeing it not only work, but be like insanely entertaining to me and get more entertaining as time went on throughout E3, it was like, yeah, this is officially my favorite announcement of the conference, which is crazy. I never would have thought it would ever be a Mario game, period. But number 2 really is, well, I don't know if number 2 is Mario Odyssey, but it's definitely high up. The number 2 might be A Way Out, just because I'm very curious how good that story is going to be. I'm just excited to see that. But Mario Rabbids was my favorite announcement this year. Would love to know your favorite announcement from E3 2017. Whether it's a new IP, it doesn't really have to be a new IP, but I didn't really want to choose something where it was like I was already excited for that, and this just made me more excited. I decided to choose something that was brand new, but you guys don't have to, of course, if you don't want to. If you're interested, you can definitely do both. Like, what was your favorite new IP announcement? Or even if technically it's not a new IP, but your favorite like new game announcement. And then what was your favorite announcement in general? Like, just even if it was just an update. Because my favorite, if I wasn't picking something that was a brand new game that was just an update, it probably would be God of War. Because I'm so excited for that game, and I just can't wait to play it. Like, I haven't played any of the other God of Wars in a super long time. I've only played 1 and 2, and I didn't care about any of the in-between stories. I mentioned in another video I did, but I can't wait for this one. And it looks so insanely different. The combat's still there. They really show it off in the new trailer where it's like, no, that crazy hack and slash combat is definitely back. It's with an axe instead of the chains of Olympus. Kind of sucks, because I just visually, I've always loved how those weapons looked in games. So it's like some of my favorite weapons in gaming, where it's like, just the visual flair of that, especially when you start getting the combos going and they have like that red trail, like they're almost on fire. It was like, something about that just always looked like, it made you feel like you were doing way more than you were doing. It was like, I'm not button mashing, I'm like doing a beautiful combo. It's like, not really, you're just hitting square and then you hit triangle one time. But it always looks really amazing, like you did something super spectacular. So, kind of sucks to see that go away, but I'm still insanely excited for that game. But number 1 announcement has to be Mario Rabbids Battle Kingdom. I believe is the full title of the game. I always just call it the Mario Rabbids game and then just kind of cut it there. But that was my favorite announcement overall at E3 2017. Like I said, we'd love to know your favorite new announcement, as well as just updated announcement, or announcement in general, if you guys want to share that. So please put your comments down in the comment section below. And of course, thanks for watching.